Welcome to Serenity Productions. Surely you can't be reading that fast, Princey. If you already read the book, why are you reading it again? Then why haven't you suggested something else for us to do? Just because I like reading doesn't mean we need to do it all the time. We can do something else. Maybe something together this time. While I am shocked that I am comfortable in the silence we share, you seem to be bored and just trying to appease me while spending time with me. Perhaps I can try to appease you a little this time. After all, it's been at least a month now of us just doing this. Well, I see you have cards in here. I'm always up for a game of fool's bluff if you are. Or good little prince is not allowed to know such scandalous games. Oh, so the prince has a devious side to him. Well, if you would be so inclined then, your majesty. Only fitting that the house deals. Once or twice. When I needed to make some coin quickly. I'm very skilled in many things, your majesty. Thieving is just one of my more honed talents. Well, that would be telling. I'll let you use your imagination on that one, your majesty. Oh. Are you calling a victory already? Not one for patience, are you? I believe you're bluffing. Because I have the Force on gods. You don't suppose I cheated now, do you? After all, you were the one that shuffled and dealt. How could I have fixed the cards in my favor? What magic? You took mine away. I swear it, Princey, it was pure luck this round. Would you like to go again? Then please, shuffle. Oh, don't look so serious. It's not like we're playing for anything. This is just meant to pass the time. We wouldn't want that pretty face of yours to be riddled with wrinkles this early in your long life. I did say pretty. If only you were just a pretty face, you wouldn't be nearly as frightening. That is fair. Cards are really never fun unless something is on the table. All right, then. What would you like to play for? Answers do seem to be the most valuable commodity right now. All right. But it works both ways. You win. I answer one question you have for me, truthfully. If I win, you must answer one of my questions. Do we have a deal? Then on your lead, Your Majesty. Are you always this telling? Your face, it's very expressionate. I would suggest that if you're like this in court, you try to practice that a bit more. Calling again. Now see, I would call your bluff. But if I'm wrong, I lose. So do I dare to call? You're bluffing. Like I said, your face is too expressionate. As soon as I questioned you, your smirk faltered. Are you losing your nerve around me, Princey? You brat, that was not my question. But since I asked it, fine. I'll have to be more careful in this game of ours when I win again. You should know better than to lose your nerve around your enemy, Your Majesty. That's how you lose more than your bet. Shuffle again. There's a time for cockiness and a time for tact in all things. Maybe you still have a few things to learn yourself. Well, you should have been matched with an opponent that wouldn't just bow down to your grandeur and status, and actually made you put up a fight. I have the 4 gods. Are you sure? Seems the fates are on my side tonight. You may be blessed by the sun, but the moon watches over me right now. And even with this collar on, I can still feel his watchful eye. Now, why is the Crown Prince using me as an excuse to hide from the wonderful nights of partying and debauchery that surely awaits him in court? Oh, it can't be that bad. Surely it's better than spending your nights in a cell with a shadowling. Why do you want to hide from your father? You're right. My apologies, that would be 2 questions. Would you like me to shuffle for you? Maybe the moon will smile on you this time. You never know. He might take pity on one of his brother's children. Now, dear prince, let's see if you are favored by both gods, even the one you consider a devil. Now that's a new look. Do you actually this time? Then show me. Well, would you look at that? A sun kiss blessed by the moon. For something as simple as a card game. Well, then go on, ask. Is what true, Your Majesty? You are going to have to be a little more specific about what you are asking. Didn't I tell you to do your own research on that Princey? Fair. I didn't think you would have the story from the other side anywhere in the library anyway. You do know me telling you this version is treason, right? I would just be giving you another reason to put me on the chopping block or roast me under the sun. I did make a deal. But I value my life more than I value a deal with you, and I don't trust you enough for that yet. Prove it to me. Prove it to me that you're willing to hear the other side of the story without any consequence falling on me. I don't know how you'll prove it, Princey. But you are going to have to. Because I'm not telling you anything else. Not of that nature. Now, if you have another question for me, then that is my truthful and honest answer. Why do you want to know anyway? I think we're done playing that game, don't you? Surely you can answer that one question. You want to know something that your father has considered so false that it is treason to even talk about it. Surely you can understand why I'm questioning your sudden curiosity when you've been so against it in our previous conversations. The prince doesn't have faith in his father anymore. Who would have seen that coming? No. I don't need to know what causes distrust yet. You should really learn not to play your hand so eagerly, my prince. I mean, Your Majesty. I think you're needed somewhere else. You keep them waiting and they're just gonna come in here. Don't get angry at that. You get angry and then you glow and then I can't see anything for a week. You may not want to go back, but such is the job of the Prince of the Empire. Go. I'll still be here should you need another escape. Go, Princey.